Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to the Academy Answers podcast, where we answer the questions from our email list, from social media, from our blogs, and we try to spread it in such a way so that it can be general. As I've said many times, that the problems we encounter are usually general, and anything you go through, somebody before you has gone through that. And the beauty of the internet is that now they have documented it, and you can kind of learn from them. As Tony Robbins always said, if somebody went through something and became successful at it, and it took them 10 years and they wrote a book on it, then you can actually get the drop on that thing in 2 days, a day, however long it takes you to read the book, and save yourself 10 years of experience, success, leave clues. Things are duplicatable all over. So this person says she's in her 50s and she'd want to know what it takes to survive in this modern era with technology so advanced, big corporations going out of business, things are changing so fast, everything is not as, you know, the old is out and it's a new time that's happening now, and things are really different and changing so quickly. And I'll just compress it real quick for you. I mean, like, I've done so many blogs on this, but I'll compress this really quick for you, and it will be in about 3 or 4 questions. And the first questions would be, what skill are you building? What skill are you building? What transferable skill? What knowledge are you getting? Because you know what? We're living in the information age. So therefore, with all these sound bites and different information coming at us, and how much billion hours worth of video are being uploaded to YouTube per week, with all that is on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, all that is in courses, all that Kindle books that are being published, all the different commentators on the different mainstream programs and on social media programs, there is so much information out there. So what is important is what education you get from this information. And education is, by my definition, a structured form of information that is geared at achieving a particular outcome. So the education is a structured form of retaining information and applying it that can be used towards a particular purpose. So it is, what skill are you building? How are you getting the knowledge? How are you using and compressing the information out there together? And secondly, how marketable is that skill? What are you going to do with it? How much are people paying for these skills? What's happening in the marketplace with these skills? How scalable are these skills? What can be? How much can it be sold for? How many people are interested? How many people have a passion? And the next thing is, third question is, how committed are you in terms of being willing to become a student of the skill and the process of using that skill to create something, to create a product, to create a service? How committed are you? Because I think it was Roosevelt who says that the level of your success will come down to your commitment to excellence, no matter what your field of endeavor is. So the question is, how committed are you? Are you committed to, 1, learning a marketable skill and sticking to the process of bringing that skill to fruition over the process of time? You know, there's a 10,000 hour rule. There is a spend 1 hour every day after work on your craft. There is that. There's a whole idea of, if you immerse yourself into it, there's the idea of, the best way to learn something, you teach it. There's all different hacks and different strategies. But at the end of the day, how committed are you to that skill, to learning, to keep adding the other add-on skills to that, to bring it to a point where it is scalable and it is marketable? That's what will be the magic to make it in this day and age. And of course, how is that able to be sold online? Because every business is online these days. If you're not an online business, you're getting competition and you're getting hit from those who are online. Because if you have a restaurant and you're not online and nobody knows about it except the people in the area, when they are checking out somewhere else to eat, when they're checking out what's on the menu, they go to their phones. So you must be online. Everything is going online. It is a wave, it is a trend. You must understand this and you must learn the online skills necessary. And what I'll tell you with that, it might seem intimidating, might seem overwhelming, but it's like when you're learning to read and they hammered you with that alphabet and they hammered you with numbers just to teach you so you can get it. Nothing that you do will be easy. There's a learning curve if you're doing something progressive. So if you stay, if you're around it, if you associate with yourself with it, if you expose yourself to it, if you believe you can, the brain is elastic. It doesn't matter how old it is, it will adjust, it will learn it. But be willing to put in the time, because if you are afraid of 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 6 years, 7 years will come anyway. And where will you be? I know this artist who used to say that he was an artist trying to become an artist, trying to get a break ever since he was 13 years old. All his friends went off, went to a job, got houses, got the picket fence, got cars. He never made it to mainstream until he was 36 years old. But he said that all that, how much is that? 13 and 4, 17 and 6, 23. All that 23 years that his friends were out there, all that they made, he was making more than that in 2 years. So it took them 23 years to make what he took 2 years to make in terms of financial achievement. So don't worry about the time. Do it. Time will pass anyway. If you want it, go for it. So what are the skills? How marketable are they? How committed are you to working these skills? And are they able to be sold on the internet? Because if you become good, you cannot be denied. If you become good and you become good at how to getting out of obscurity, because you cannot succeed in obscurity, you cannot be denied. There'll be a bunch of people who are willing to follow you, who are willing to pay you for what you do. And that's what matters, because you can use that income to widen your reach, to create a better income, to package your product better, to learn more, and to take it to a higher level, to scale it higher. And as I always say, 2 sayings I'll leave you with. You have to get started to be great, but you cannot be great if you don't get started. Greatness, my friend, greatness is not no sporadic act, it's not a flash of brilliance, it's not a stroke of genius, it's not some great occasion. It is about being good for long, consistently. If you're good for a long time, consistently, that's what culminates into greatness. Have a good one, always a pleasure. Keep going for what you want. Believe you can, no matter your age, no matter how intimidating you feel, you can do it. Have a good one.